Hi guys! So next thing I want to talk to you about is brows and lashes. The amazing 3D Fibre Lash Mascara, I'm sure you've heard of it. That was the product that Unique started with before it became a full cosmetic range, and it's absolutely incredible. So all I've got on now is my base. So I'm going to show you the mascara, and I'm also going to talk to you about the different brow products that we've got. So I'm going to start with brows. First of all, we do a precision brow pencil. Now this is, oh, it's gorgeous. It comes in light, medium and dark, and I love it because the tip is really fine. Can you see? So it's so easy to use because you can kind of draw the outline and just fill in those little gaps. And yeah, it's really lovely for a lovely natural finish. With that, you can also get a brow gel. I haven't got one to show you at the minute, but it's like a little mascara for your brows. So when you filled out your brows with your pencil, you use a little mascara with the gel and you brush it along your brows, and it sets your brows in place, but it also fills in any gaps that you might have missed with the pencil. So I'm not going to demonstrate that today. I just wanted to show you that. What I am going to demonstrate is our new Obsession brow palette. I'm obsessed with it. It's brilliant. Again, this comes in light, medium and dark. Now I like this because it's like a shadow for your brows, and I prefer that to a pencil because first of all, I think it's just much quicker and easier to apply, and it's everything you need in one palette. So here you've got a lighter colour and a darker colour. You've got two highlighters that go underneath the brow, and then you've got a wax which sets the brows in place and makes sure that you don't get any kind of stray hairs, and it just keeps them in place all day. So we also do a brow brush which is designed specifically for this palette, and it's got a lovely flat side on one end and the other side is angled. So what I'm going to do is, now I'm not a brow expert, as you can see. I don't have much in the way of brows. Mine are they're quite fair, they're quite thin. So ideally your brow wants to start nowhere near mine. Can you see, if you line a pencil or a brush with the side of your nose, your brow wants to start there. So I've just drawn a little mark where the brow should start. You see mine are way off, aren't they? And it should finish, if you do a diagonal line from your nose with the brush, your brow wants to finish around there. So I'm just going to do that on the other side as well. So lining it up with my nose so I can get an idea. Okay, that one's way off as well. And then it wants to finish around there. So what I'm going to do, first of all, using the flat side of the brush, I'm going to use the lightest colour, and I'm going to draw my brow on from there. Now you're probably thinking, what is she doing? That looks really weird, but it will all make sense. So I'm going to do the bottom line of my brow and take it out to the edge there where it should finish. Then using little strokes, let's just get a little bit more powder. The other thing I love about a powder is that it's going to last much longer than a pencil because you don't need a lot. But can you see already how that brow's taking shape and how much better it looks and how easy it is to apply? So I'm just going to fill out the top bit. The darkest bit of your brow should always be here in the arch. I'm going to turn the brush sideways and just blend it a little bit at the end to make it look a little bit more natural. How much better is that? It's like a million times better, and it takes 2 minutes. So now I've got the kind of basic shape that I want, I'm going to use the darker colour, which is this one, and just gradually start to fill it out. It can take a little bit of practice, a little bit of getting used to, but once you get to grips with it, it's so easy. I just think rather than faffing around with a pencil, I just think it's a lot better. So blended it and softened it on the end. So can you see my brow starts there in a straight line with my nose, finishes there in a diagonal line. And what I'm going to do is with the gel, with the angled side of the brush, it's not a gel, it's a wax should I say, I'm just going to apply that all over, and what that does is kind of sets it. It's almost like putting like hairspray on your brows or gel to make sure that they don't move. And you see the difference and how easy that was? They look a little bit shiny at first, but once that gel dries, or the wax should I say, it won't be shiny. So to finish on the other side, let's give the brush a little wipe. I'm going to start with the lighter colour again. I really ought to just have my brows tattooed on. I think it would make life much easier. But for the time being, I've got the lovely palette. And then I'm going to blend, 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 blend. Take it up into that top line a little bit. I'd give anything to have lovely thick brows. But when I was younger, which is a long time ago, it was fashion to pluck your brows, like literally pluck them so you had none left and then draw them back on. How ridiculous is that? And then after so many years of plucking them, they just don't grow back. So now I'm stuck with very sparse brows, but also it's weird because, oopsie daisy, I've just rubbed that off. My hair is actually really, really dark naturally. So you would think my brows would be dark, but they're not, they're blonde. Which is crazy, isn't it? So I have to draw them on. Have you seen that weird brow trend that's around at the moment? It's like, I think it's called feathered brows. Well, when I saw it, I have to say I thought it was a joke. It's like they part the brows in the middle. And it's like they put a line through the brows and some of them go up and some of them go down. It looks absolutely ridiculous. So I've done this pretty quickly because I just wanted to show you that it can be done quite quickly without faffing around. If you want to, you can take ages over your brows. I know some people do. Just finishing with the wax to set it. But your brows should be sisters and not twins apparently. Mine absolutely are nowhere near like twins. But like I said, I've done it pretty quickly. So then with the highlighter, what you do is, just using my finger, I'm just going to put a little bit of that under my brow there. And what that does is, it lifts your eye, but it also helps to define your brow underneath. And there we go, that's the brows. Sort my fringe out. Oh, now you can't see them. That looks weird because I've got brows and no other makeup. So now I'm going to show you the 3D5 Lash Mascara. So this comes in two tubes like this. The bigger tube is called the Transplanting Gel and the smaller tube are the fibres. So what you do is you start with one eye and you apply the Transplanting Gel just as if you're applying a normal mascara. I hope the light's okay, by the way. It's quite dark now, so I'm using one of those selfie lights. So I hope you can see everything okay. So that's the Transplanting Gel. Then before that dries and sets, you get the fibres. And what the fibres do is add length and volume to your lashes. So you could go on for ages and ages and ages applying these if you wanted. And make your lashes look really false, but look at that difference already. It's amazing. So you apply the fibres to your desired length and fullness. What have I got there on my lash? That's it. And then to finish with the Transplanting Gel, you just seal it. So it's important to finish with the gel so the fibres aren't kind of falling onto your face. It just like holds them in place and seals them. So it's like gel, fibres, gel. But look at that, crazy. Can you see when I look down? See if I look to the side. It's amazing. And if you wanted to go even longer with them, all you do is go back to the transplanting gel, back to the fibres and back to the gel. But it's quite a difference, isn't it? Okay, so on to the other eye. Transplanting gel. I've done this that many times now, I can practically do it with my eyes shut. I really should take a bit more time and effort over it. But it's kind of just showing you that it is really easy to apply, because some people think, oh, it looks like a lot of faffing around, you know, 2 tubes. I'd rather just use one and kind of get it on and go. But really, it takes no time at all. And you just get that extra fullness and thickness. And when I put these on and really go to town with them, people always think I've had my lashes done. So a tube of this, or these tubes, will last you about 3 or 4 months. Oh, battery going again. If you use it every day, it's going to last you about 3 or 4 months. There we go. And like I said, you can just keep going with it if you want. So, there we go. 3D fibre lash mascara.